I had a question from a student that says, "Hi sir, please how can you create a folder, rename a folder and also delete a folder on your Windows interface?" And I positively replied that this is very simple when it comes to computing, and these are some of the basic computing techniques or skills you need to possess as a computer user. So in this video, I am going to illustrate how to create a folder, rename a folder and also delete a folder. So without further ado, let's jump right in. This is my desktop background, and if you want to create a folder, traditionally you have to right click on the desktop. You are going to have this pop-up menu. We are going to choose new, then we select folder. You have this yellowish icon with this default name, and you can type a new name for this folder on your desktop background. After doing so, you hit the enter key on the keyboard. So this is the first way of creating a folder on your desktop background. The next method is to use a keyboard shortcut, and to do this, hold the control key and the shift key plus the letter N, and this creates a new folder on your desktop background with this default name. You can change the name as well. Then you hit the enter key. So this is the second method you can use to create a folder on your Windows interface. Now the last method you can also use, which is also a keyboard shortcut, is to hold the shift key and the functional key F10 on the keyboard, and you are going to have this pop-up menu. You can use your arrow keys to select the new command, then you hit the enter key, and you have this side menu appeared. You can use the arrow keys to select the folder, then you hit the enter key as well. Now this also creates a folder on your desktop background. You can also give a name to this particular folder. So these are some of the ways you can optimize on your Windows interface to create a folder which can be used to manage or organize your files on your computer system. So now that we have these folders created, how can we rename these folders in case we want to have a different name for these created folders? Now the first and also the traditional way of renaming a folder is to select the folder, then you right click on it. You are going to have these options related to the selected folder, then you choose rename from the options. You have the name selected and you can change the name, then you hit the enter key as well. Now the second method is to select the folder, then you hold the F2 on the keyboard, and this also selects the name, and you can give a favorite name to this particular folder. Now let's move to the last way of renaming your folder. You select the folder and hold the shift key and the F10 on the keyboard. You have this pop-up menu. You can use your arrow key to select the rename option. You can also use your mouse to click the rename option as well, and this gives you the opportunity to change the folder name per your preference. Then you have this favorite name applied to your folder. So these are some of the ways you can use to rename your folder on your Windows interface. Now that we have this done, how can we delete these folders? Now to delete an item on your computer system that relates to whether the item is not needed on your computer system, or these folders or these items do not have any purpose on your computer system. So to delete a folder, you make sure to select the folder that you want to delete, then you right click. In these options, we are going to select the delete option, and this deletes this particular item or folder into the recycle bin, and that is the first method. The second method is to select the folder, then you hit the delete key on the keyboard, and this also deletes your folder as well. And the last method is to select the folder, then you hold the shift key and the F10 on the keyboard, and this also brings out the pop-up menu, and you can select the delete options. So these are the procedures you can follow or you can walk through to create a folder, rename a folder, and also to delete a folder on your desktop background.